Hi, I'm Bruce MacFarlane. I've been a criminal law lawyer for my entire career, one which extends over the past several decades. I'm also a co-author of a text entitled Drug Offenses in Canada, now in its 4th edition. I've had the privilege of appearing in the criminal courts in 4 of our provinces and at all levels of trial and appellate jurisdiction, both provincially and federally. Like many of you, I became used to researching the law with real hard copy books like these ones. However, in the past few years, I've started using the leading online research system, WestlawNext Canada, and in particular, an amazing research tool called Criminal Source. I now use it all the time. It saves me a significant amount of time, and more importantly, it raises my confidence level that I'm totally on top of the issue that has arisen in my case. I'd like to show you how simple and powerful it is. Quite frankly, it's unlike anything you've ever seen before. In this demonstration, I'm going to show you 4 things: the simplicity of Criminal Source, the power and breadth of the tool, the reality that what you get greatly outstrips freely available case law services, and how to get ready to meet your adversary who may be using Criminal Source, as may your judge. One of the key features of Criminal Source is the inclusion of 17 leading criminal law textbooks that are automatically updated throughout the year. Most criminal law practitioners will be familiar with these books because they are the leading ones in their field. It's very important to know that no other service has such a range of leading texts in a single electronic tool. In addition, we know that on occasion, print loose leafs become out of date or misfiled. In Criminal Source, everything is current to the last release, usually a matter of a few weeks or months earlier. Other content that demonstrates the breadth of resources on Criminal Source includes the Canadian criminal cases dating back to 1898, weekly criminal bulletins, law journals dating back to the first volumes, the Criminal Law Quarterly, the Canadian Criminal Law Review, criminal reports annotations, criminal law newsletters, and frankly, the list goes on. The other really important thing you should know is that you can research across all multiple content types in a matter of seconds. I'm going to give you an example to show you what I mean and how simple the tool is. This search will show you that the results cut across the full range of resources, be they court decisions, textbooks, statutes, even previous facta or briefs filed by counsel in individual cases. Enter a search of the phrase warrantless searches in the all-in-one search box at the top of the page. In about 1 second, you have at your disposal court decisions, statutes and regulations, rules, textbook entries, articles, and newsletters, all organized by relevance or the most recent date. Once you find the authority that's most helpful to you, click on it and you're taken right to that authority. Now let's look for the most cited cases. Let's select the 1997 Feeney decision from the Supreme Court to see if it will help your case. 1 click and you're there, immediately. In addition to being able to review the contents of the case, you have access to powerful contextual information, including the history of the proceedings, which is visually depicted in a flowchart, with each stage hyperlinked. The decisions relied upon by the Supreme Court in Feeney are also hyperlinked so that you can check any one of them in 1 click. Significantly, that includes a number of decisions from the United States. The decision in Feeney has been judicially cited over 800 times, and each one of them is hyperlinked. Under secondary sources, in the left panel, you have access to textbooks and other commentary that discusses the case. 2 independent legal memoranda have been prepared and are available with a click, and the original Supreme Court decision with the original court stamps is available in PDF format, great for filing your book of authorities. Criminal Source also allows you to do the research from a totally different angle. You know the issue you need to research. For instance, you have a case involving fingerprint evidence in the context of a drug seizure. The accused is charged with possession for the purpose of trafficking, and he's looking at serious jail time. Here, you don't want to start with individual cases right away. You want to see a scholar's broad analysis of fingerprint evidence generally to put the whole matter into some sort of context. Then you can identify individual court decisions that may help you in your own case. Just enter fingerprint evidence in the master search box at the top of the page. The resulting search yields a results list that includes case law, textbook references, as well as articles and newsletters. You want to select a textbook, and you decide on drug offenses in Canada for obvious reasons. All the references in the book are set out. You increase the level of detail surrounding each entry to see which chapter entry seems most relevant to your case. You click on one. The issue analyzed there seems directly relevant to what you're working on. At that stage, you can start to zero in on case law referred to by the authors. Each is hyperlinked, so you can go directly to them. In other words, you're moving from the textbook to the cases. By starting off with analytical works, such as textbooks, you can see your issue in a broader context, and then zero in on a case that will help you. You can also cite the textbook in your argument with confidence that the book and your citation are right up to date. No stale citations will come back to haunt you. Let's move forward in the search process. You're now on the case that supports your position, and you want to find the key paragraph in the case quickly. But the decision is 100 pages long, with 250 paragraphs. With criminal source, you have two choices, both of which are easy and rapid. If you have the key quote, you can find it immediately. If you know the paragraph number, you can go directly without having to scroll endlessly to get there. These tools are conveniently located at the top of the document in the toolbar. Now, let's say you have a case that's right on point. For example, the Supreme Court decision in Hart on the Mr. Big police strategy, but you want to know where that decision now stands. Has it been criticized? Are there other cases that now qualify it? Have authors found a defect in the reasoning chain in the decision? You can click on Citing References, which gives you a horizontal search of just about every authority that has commented on the case. That can take you back to the textbooks, which in turn place the case into its proper historic, legislative, and jurisprudential context. In short, Criminal Source has achieved 4 important things for me. First, it allows me to instantly cut across an impressive range of resources. Second, it allows me to select textbooks, court decisions, and many other authorities and go directly to them. Third, it cuts down research time, saving money for the client and freeing me up for other things. Finally, and most importantly, it ensures that you're totally on top of the issue and will be able to be effective with your adversary in court, or if you're a judge, will ensure that you will be effective and focused in dealing with the counsel appearing before you. Whatever your role is, you'll be totally prepared for the case.